Hey guys, it's ExandShadow. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire. Now, as you can see, I jump cutted back to Mount Chimney, or whatever this place is called, because, frankly, I don't care. You all already know how to get there. I showed you buy some repels so you don't have to deal with a lot of Pokemon, but whatever. But now, the Team Rocket people are finally gone. By Team Rocket, I mean Team Aqua, of course. They're finally gone, so we can go up this gondola thing and go fight some Team Aqua guys. Well, honestly, this is a rather easy section. It's not really that hard. As you'll see here... Oh yeah, I checked those baskets because sometimes there's stuff in here. As you can see here, the Team Aqua and Team Magma guys are fighting. So there really isn't any people for you to fight. There's only like a few. So it's not really anything that you should be incredibly challenged with. As you can see, Maxie here is such a badass that he can take on 3 people at once. So the first instance of triple battling came in this game. Yeah, Black and White's gonna have triple battling. Who knows how that's gonna work out. But anyway, enough with the new games. On to this game. Unfortunately, I'm going to show all of these Aqua Grunt battles because they're all necessary, so whatever. Now, their ideology is kind of weird. Well, not really, actually. It makes a lot of sense. There's way more water types than any other, so giving water types more room kind of makes sense. And oh, great, another fucking Zubat. That's just what I need, right? Yeah. As you can see, I'm not sure if I showed it before, but Pokeboy here learned Magnitude, which is a good attack. It's sort of like a first Earthquake. It's not nearly as reliable, but it's good enough for this portion of the game anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's, I think, the first instance of burning in this whole playthrough. As you probably know, burning takes off a little bit of health each turn. But, however, there is a much more beneficial aspect that most people tend to forget about, and that's that burning cuts the opposing Pokemon's attack, which is actually very helpful. If you've got a physical sweeper, try sending out a fire type on it and hoping for a burn, because it will be very, very useful. I got 2 in a row here, which was very weird, I should just say, but it's helpful. But yeah, so anyway, these grunts shouldn't give you any trouble, and you can go back and heal whenever you want, so you shouldn't have any problem with this at all. Now we're going in the obvious jump cut, and so we've got one more, and even though this guy's dressed like a normal grunt, he's different apparently. He's got his own sprite, which is weird, but yeah, whatever. Now, one thing that I will give Diamond and Pearl credit is that their admins all had distinct personalities. While these guys don't, but Diamond and Pearl has its own problems that I'll get to whenever. But anyway, yeah, this is Carvanha. I'm pretty sure I've gone over it, but Carvanha is a pretty awesome Pokemon. Yeah, I think it's the only water type, dark type in the game, which is pretty awesome. Now, unfortunately, never mind, there's nothing unfortunate. Carvanha can go down really quickly because of its kind of piss poor defense. Though, I do think it's a good Pokemon. I do enjoy it. So yeah, Nairman beat the guy. Awesome. So now he's going to send out another Poochyena. As you can see, the grunts in this game don't have that much variety in Pokemon. It's pretty much Zubats, Carvanhas, and Poochyenas all the way around. Not the best variety, though. However, you can take it a little bit more seriously than Team Galactic and their level 40-something Wumples. I'm never gonna let that go. I don't think I've mentioned it, but yeah, near the end of the game, Team Galactic still has Wurmples, and they're like level 45, and I just want to kill myself whenever I see that because they're so stupid. But whatever. Honestly, none of this should give you any trouble at this point. They're slightly higher level than anything you've faced up to this point, but the Pokemon themselves are rather easy, so don't worry about it. It's not that bad. And so he's sending out another Carvanha. He's got 2 of them, so I just swapped out to Nairman because, you know, grass beats water. I should get this guy done in 1 hit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't know what level Carvanha evolved at. Actually, I should probably look that up. But yeah, Aqua Admin Matt, not hard to face at all. I think you see more of him later in the game, though. I honestly don't really remember. So, yeah. So this guy's obviously strong. So instead of, like, stopping the little kid who beat him in a Pokemon battle with using his muscles or something, he just lets him go. But anyway, Archie here says that the meteorite will somehow cause a volcano to stop. This never made much sense to me. I don't see how a meteorite could have any sort of power in it, or how that power could turn an entire volcano off. Volcanoes are pretty much holes to the center of the earth. You can't turn off the center of the earth. But anyway, yeah, Archie gets his own battle song, and if you're in Ruby version, it's Maxie, but whatever. So he's got a Mightyena, and this is probably the toughest. I can understand if you might have some trouble, because these Pokemon are pretty strong. But you shouldn't have too much trouble, because he should just be around your level. So as long as you should have better Pokemon than him, so you should be fine. As you can see, I have Gabizuli, and the thing is that there's the water, grass, fire cycle, which makes sense, you know. Grass feeds on water, fire burns down grass, and water puts out fire. But there's also a weird sort of cycle with the dark fire and a psychic type, which kind of reminds me of a sort of stereotypical high school situation where, you know, fighting types are the jocks, and they beat up the emo kids, and the emo kids feel smugly superior to the nerds who feel smugly superior to the jocks. Yeah, whatever, I'm just rambling at this point. Now, as you can see, the Zubat count went up when this Golbat came out. Why? Because, shut up. They're basically the same Pokemon, they're just an evolution. And honestly, Golbat's even more irritating than Zubat because it's so much stronger. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting Golbats and Crobats, if and when we ever see them, onto the counts too. So get used to that. Ha ha ha. And it's still saying Zubat count. I'm not changing it. I'm too lazy for that. But yeah, this guy should give you a good experience though. And now he's sending out Sharpedo, the evolved form of Carvanha, obviously. Now I have to say, Sharpedo is a pretty awesome name. It's pretty cool. Like Sharpedo, it's like a shark and torpedo. That's just awesome. But yeah, you just use Absorb. You'll be fine. Well, if you don't have a grass type or an electric type at this point, I would just recommend hitting it with any physical Pokemon you might have, because that's going to be the best action to take because of its rather piss poor defense. But however, one thing that you need to keep in mind is that Sharpedo has an ability called Rough Skin, which means that if you hit it with an attack like Strength, where you would actually have touched the Pokemon, you take a little bit of damage, so that's something to keep in mind. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, Maxie is not Maxie. I mean Archie. Archie is not that hard to fight. He might give you a little bit of trouble, but honestly, you've got more Pokemon than he does. He's around the same level as you. You shouldn't have too much trouble, especially considering that the AI in 3rd Gen isn't the greatest. As a matter of fact, the AI in all the Pokemon games isn't really that spectacular. But it's good XP. You get a decent amount of money from it. It's awesome. Yeah, so basically, because he got beaten up by a little kid, he's going to go whine and cry away. Nah. So yeah, I still don't get why they don't just punch the kid in the stomach. I mean, God, at least with the Team Magma Grunts, they're full-grown men, so you can expect something, but, you know, whatever. So anyway, yeah, you don't have to get this, but I recommend you go examine the machine and get the meteorite out of it. We'll be doing some stuff with it later. So yeah, now that you're done, just leave the mountain, and now I recommend that you have the acro bike at this portion of the game, because it makes going through the next area that we're going through a little bit easier. This is Jagged Pass. Now, I've already beaten all of the trainers in this area, but if you want to fight all of them in one go for experience and not have to deal with going up and down over and over again, I recommend you get the acro bike.